So this is a printer that I recently bought. It's not out of its box yet. I haven't unpacked it yet, so it's got that on sale. I bought that for $19, and it's also a scanner as well. So that was really good. That was an absolute bargain. That's an HP. I like HP. I've got a laptop which is an HP, and that's really good. And look at this bargain that I bought. I bought this about a week ago, and I got this for 40 cents on sale. It's a little Ferris wheel frame, and you can put your photos in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some little tiny miniature watercolour paintings and put in it. So that's really sweet. And that's just a few earrings that I've made. That's just a table full of clutter. Let me show you a little bit on my table. I'm really ashamed to show you this because this is just one disgusting mess. So of course, if you're painting using acrylics and oils, you need some disposable gloves. So I've got 2 boxes of those. This is the actual bag that this camera came in, and that's the only good thing about the camera was the actual bag. And I'll just show you what I've got in here. Oh, what if I could open it? There we go. And this is a really nice bag. It's so well made as well. It's got lots of little pockets. So this I use for my art supplies because it's got little pockets, and it's really, really mobile. You could take it on you know, location if you want to go somewhere and travel it. It's got a strap there. So, and in here, let me show you properly. There we go. In here, I've got stacks and stacks of paints that I've bought on eBay. That is actually my craft table underneath all that clutter. That's where I used to lay out patterns and do my fabric cutting. It's a big foldable table which I bought on sale for an absolute bargain price. But again, it's just being there, it sort of begs to be covered in stuff. And so it's a huge table. It's really big, and it's completely covered in bits and pieces. And this is my other wood table. As you can see, it's got quite a lot of wear. But I like to see things. I like to see artists' studios covered in paint, and I like to see them using paint. That way, you know, they're having fun. So that's my messy old wooden table. Okay, where was I up to? Okay. Right, so this is my sewing table. I bought this table a few years ago, and that was an absolute bargain price. That was a fraction of the full price that I paid, and it's extremely heavy and sturdy. It's really I'm trying to show you. Not that you're probably not interested in seeing the underneath of a table. I mean, who is? But anyway, it's a really heavy, sturdy. It's so solid. You can't move that on your own. It just weighs a ton. So that's my sewing table, and these are 2 jigsaw puzzles I bought the other day. They cost $1 each. And the reason I bought them was because the picture is really, really nice, and I thought I might use that as a reference picture for a painting. So I bought those just for that reason. I will enjoy making them as well. And this one, I don't know if you can see that very well. That's the view of Venice, and that's really pretty. So I think that would be really nice to do a little painting of those. And that one was Portofino in Italy. So they're really nice. So that's what they're doing there. This is my sewing table, and this is my sewing machine. I keep it covered because I do have my windows open all the time. I don't shut my windows. I like fresh air, so the windows are always open. The blind's always up. And the dust comes in because I've got a busy road out there. And I love my sewing machine. So that's a really nice table. Underneath it, I have a stash of threads, cottons. I've got, oh goodness me, I've got storage boxes crammed full of threads. Most of these I pay like $1 for, if that. And these big ones here, these great big ones, I paid 50 cents for most of these. I've got a whole box full of those. I mean, I've got boxes and boxes. This is the interfacing. I think it's called interfacing. You put it on the inside of things to make them a little bit stiffer. So I've got a ton of that on sale. That was really cheap. And under here, I've got all this, what do you call it, overlocking stuff. It's for overlockers. And I got that so cheap on sale. I think they were about 50 cents, so I stocked up on those. Now I don't know if you can see because it's a bit of a mess, so I'll just try and move a bit of these, some of these things out of the way, just so you can see what I've got underneath it. Gosh, I did say it was cluttered. I wasn't joking, was I? I mean, I can't even work in this room. It's that bad. I am going to have to tidy it because this was actually my studio. I used to come in here all the time and work, but now it's just the storage room. Just open the door and throw whatever I've just bought in here, and that's it. Anyway, this is all the beautiful threads I've got. Every colour you can imagine. There you go. It's quite a good shot, isn't it? They were all in order. They're sort of kind of in order. You can see at the back there. So it goes all the way to the back. There we are. I've got all the pretty blue ones. Pinks, creams, lilacs, purples, beiges, peaches, turquoise, browns, beautiful lemons and yellows. So I've got all those. On the top shelf there's actually, oh gosh, what's that? That's Velcro. I bought a sticky back Velcro. I just bought it recently and it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. It's supposed to stay sticked on. Well, stay sticked on, that's terrible. You're supposed to put it on, just press it on, and it's supposed to stay, but it doesn't. And I made a bag. I'll show you the bag I made. I actually made a bag for it's supposed to be a messenger bag, and I made it slightly bigger than I wanted. And it came out really nice though. It was actually a YouTube video I watched. I can't remember the lady's name. I made it really nicely. It's so strong. It's really strong and sturdy, and the handles are really beautifully strong. I was so proud of myself when I made this because it's my first attempt and it just came out perfect. But this is the problem. See, I ended up sewing this on by hand, this piece of Velcro here. I ended up sewing this on by hand. But in doing so, I ruined several needles because the gummy back gluey bit just bunged up the needles, the holes in the needles, and so they were ruined. And the bit on the top, when I close it down, because the top piece is not actually I can't do it with one hand, I need two hands. Anyway, oh, you can see, look, it just doesn't stick, it's just fallen off. So I'm just going to have to do something with that. Apart from that, whoops, there we go, it's just a little rubbish. There you go, it's stuck to the end of the table now. There. So anyway, I'll just show you the inside because I was so pleased with this. Like I said, it's the first bag I ever made. I made it just very recently. And I put a gorgeous line. I don't know if you can see how pretty the fabric is, but it's so pretty. Yeah. And I followed her instructions, and I can never ever do anything properly. When it comes to sewing, it doesn't matter how closely I follow the instructions, my thing never ever turns out right. But for some reason, the measurements that I put on, because I did my own measurements, but I followed her instructions to the letter, and it came out beautifully. So it's got the lining on the inside, and there's no raw, ugly edges showing. Everything is neat. And I was so amazed that I could actually do that. I was so proud. It's a lovely bag. It's a really lovely bag, but it was too big for a messenger bag, so I use it for my laptop. It's a perfect size for my laptop, so that's what I use that for. It's a gorgeous bag. All I've got to do is just fix some more Velcro there. I'll sew some on. So that's that. Now I'm down here. I've just seen these frames that I bought, so I'll just show you those quickly. See, this was supposed to just be a quick look at my art stuff. I was just going to show you my paints and my canvases, but now that I'm in here, this always happens. I spend hours looking at bits and pieces, and then I never get around to doing what I want to do. Anyway, I bought these beautiful frames, and they're really quite large as well. And I got that for $5. You see that? I don't think you can see that in this light. $5. I'll take it to the light. Oh, I don't want to drop it. Because it's got real glass. It's not one of those plastic ones. It's got real glass in it. Oh, I don't think you can see it very well in that light either. Anyway, it's got a creamy gold antique coloured frame. It looks white in this light, but it's actually really nice, kind of like a yellowy colour. It's really quite pretty. There you go, it's a little bit more true to it. So what I was going to do is, it's really big. If I stand back, I might be able to get the whole thing in. not making a very good job of this because I've got one hand, I've only got one hand free to do things with, and the other one's holding the camera, which is a bit useless, cumbersome thing. There we go, I'll stick there, you can see it better. There, turn it that way. There we go. So what I was going to do with that is, I don't have any photos around my house. So what I'm going to do is do lots of little watercolour paintings, and I'm going to fill it with watercolours, all of a theme. So like I might do all flowers on this one, so I can get quite a lot in there. And that's really nice for $5. That was an absolute gift. So I got put that one there. So I got 2 of those, 2 of the same, and then I just moved this bag out of the way. Sorry about all the wobbly camera work and stuff. It's just I can't be off of that right now, not until I get a new camera. Now this one is also gigantic. If you can actually see how big that is. That was okay, you see that was $5 as well, and that's a beauty. That is. So I can get all my own little watercolour paintings, and I can take out the piece of, you know, what they're stuck in there, that cardboard or whatever, just the papery things. Take all those out and put all my own over the top. Okay, so now this is my little corner where I have one of my laptops, because I've actually got 3. So this is my this is a sock that I use. This is just like a little cleaning sock. I got an old sock, and I just because it is next to the window, so if I just want to wipe it, I just put the sock over my hand and do it like that. It's really effective. Better than using a duster, and there you go, just like that. I'm sure you want to see that. There's my chair. Now these are really good. See, I got these from the fabric shop. These are the great big things that they have, the huge bolts of, as you can see, that's as tall as me. That's pretty bit taller than me. No, it's the same height as me, I think. Maybe a bit taller. They have the bolts of fabric on that, and they just let you take them because you're doing them a favour in the end, because it's just going to be, you know, more rubbish to fill up in the tip, or whatever you call it, the skip thing. So you're actually doing them a favour by taking them, and they're more than happy for you to take those. So I've got loads of those, and I'll just show you back over here. Hope you're not getting dizzy with me swinging this around like that. I'll just show you back over here this little thing that I made. See this little stand here? This little jewellery stand? If you see that, I made this out of those tubes. All I did was cut them to size. I put some pretty felt, different coloured felt on each one, all different sizes. So you've got the long necklaces and your little, I've got bangles and bracelets. And I made all these necklaces, by the way. I just go crazy with my beads. I love my crystals. These are crystals. Love them. And I just got somebody to cut me a little base out of some wood, because I'm not very handy with a saw and a drill and that sort of thing. So if you could, I mean, if you can do that yourself, that's great. If not, someone can do it for you. But if you can get hold of these, you can make beautiful little storage things for your jewellery. So that's really quite good, isn't it? I'm quite happy with that. It's really nice. I like that. And it's a really good way of using up and recycling those tubes. So here you go. You can get a side shot. That's really nice. And these are all the things that I made. Just a very, very few of the things that I've made. Now what have I got over here? Okay, I'll show you that. I've got a huge box full of art stuff there. I've got boxes full of paints and oil paints, watercolours, pencils, you name it. I'll show you those later because it will take too long. So I'll just go back to this corner here. So this is my little corner where I've got all my little bits and pieces. I've got some modelling compound, because I've done 3D pictures before. They're great fun. I should show you one of those as well later. What have I got? I've got some little dippers for my oil paints, which I haven't used, but I got them on sale. They cost so little. I don't know if you can actually see. It's really good. It's a bit difficult trying to get into these little spaces. They're a little bit tight, so I've got all my bits and pieces. I've got varnishes, and I've got what's that? Dama varnish for my oil paintings. Oh, it's a terrible blur. There you go. Dama varnish. What else have I got? I've got some Vic. Can't see it down there. I've got fixatives. And my all-time favourite. My all-time favourite thinner for oils is the Pure gum, turpentine, and I don't mind working with that. It is quite smelly, but it's nowhere near as foul as the you know, your normal turpentine. It actually does smell quite nice. It smells like the Australian sort of bush, because it's like gum turps from the gum trees. So that's really nice. That's not bad at all. It's quite nice to work with. So I just use that. This is my little corner. I've got my little music set up there. Underneath I have got storage boxes filled with oil paints and stuff. I'll show you those later. I don't have, right now you'll probably be tired before I've even finished. They've got so much stuff. This is all my felts and stuff. I've got a whole pile of felt and things in there. I can show you all that again later. Another storage things with all my paints and bits and pieces in. Under there, you can't see very well. I will pull them out and show you. That's all my sewing. Actually, I've got lots of fabric in the storage boxes at the back here. But they're all fabric. And here I've got lots and lots of storage boxes filled with all my findings and beads. And look at these. I will actually show you these properly later. I will actually do another video just for those who like all the beads and jewellery making, and show you all my gorgeous beads. Aren't they pretty? Look at all those. And I think I only paid like $1 for those. The colours are just absolutely magnificent. You have a look. Oh, look at these coloured ones. I've got these multicoloured ones. Aren't they pretty? What I'll do is when I show you these, I'll actually put them out right in front of the window so that you can actually get really good. You can see just how pretty they are, because the colours are just gorgeous. Pretty dark purples. And I try to keep all the similar beads all in one container. So these are all the, I can't remember what they're called. What do they call these now? They call these, I can't remember what they are. I do know what they're called, but I can't remember. And this one is so pretty. It's, I don't know if you can see it in this light. It's purple, but it's got like the beetle colours again. The little you know how when you see a shiny beetle shell and it's got the rainbow colours. So that's what I mean when I say it's got the beetle look. That's what I mean. It's got like the sort of rainbow colours. Look at the pretty pink ones. I don't know if you can see that very well. So I've got, as you can see, I've got an absolute ton of them. I've got absolute box crammed full of those. Every colour you could imagine, and then some. Some little silver ones here with little gold stones in. They're so pretty. I will show you those later though. I will actually do another video just for the beady people. Oh, I can't stop. Once I start, I can't see. I keep saying, "Oh, I'll do it later," but here I am pulling them out. They're beautiful red ones, so pretty. And again, I only paid like $1 for any of these. These are all free postage. I don't pay for postage on any of my things. I like to get the free postage. And pay about $1, and I know I'm getting bargain. These are so tight. I'm going to just show you these because they are so cute. There we go. I'll just pull some out. Sorry about all the jiggling and moving around. I know it's really annoying when I'm watching someone else's video and they're jiggling around. You think, God, why don't I keep that camera still? But I really do need to get a camera. Okay, so I've got stacks and stacks. I've got boxes down here galore, filled with beads and findings and all sorts. I'll go through all that and show you. I've got storage boxes packed full of fabric, nothing but fabric. And they go all the way back to the wall over there. There's loads of them. And that's all stuff that I got on sale. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? This was so expensive. Except I got, I think I paid $1 a metre for that one when they were clearing it. And all these things here, these gorgeous ones here, I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you those again later. I'll go through my boxes and show you later. These were all remnants that I bought, and they cost me $1 a piece for the actual remnant. Some of them are gigantic, like metres and metres worth of them, lengths of them. So I can't really get to the back to show you because oh, this is my other table, which is actually right in the way, and that's my other crafting table. I do a little bit of well, I usually roll out my fabrics on there and cut them, but I also do layer out the bits and pieces that I have to do when I'm cutting paper and stuff. I use this huge table. It's just exactly the same as the table that's behind me. I've got two identical. So that's got all my bits and pieces on it. And at the back there I've got stacks and stacks of canvases. But again, I'll show you that at another time. So that's all I'm going to do for today, because there's so much stuff under there, and don't even look under that table. It's just wow.